I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. So I want to know what's next for Walkie Talkie, because not only have tons of bloggers on YouTube called him out, but some of the major bloggers on other social media platforms like Instagram called him out, and that's Neighborhood Talk, Shade Room. But it's interesting that there is now an article on MSN.com. Now, shout out to Lil Paulette and the gang. Y'all be sure to subscribe to her channel. She's one of my subscribers. She has a YouTube channel now. Go check her out. She's doing some thorough work. She talked about this last night, and I wanted to bring it over here on this platform and talk about it a bit more, because what we are starting to see, especially now that we're looking at Bravo, and if you guys pay attention, Carlos King, he's doing all of these interviews with all of these people that were with these major networks, then fired or walking away from these major networks, as if he's trying to like make up for something or secure some type of position. That being said, we get to see how Bravo is being, I guess, broadcasted all over social media and on news about them getting sued due to them not taking the S allegations serious and other allegations serious, which includes revenge P, discrimination, etc. And believe it or not, whether you guys think that you have this much power or not, I do believe that the walkie-talkie debacle, when we all were like calling Bravo and everybody that owned Bravo to like report on Walkie Talkie, I also think that added a little fire to this, okay? Now, I could be wrong, but get in the comments and let me know what you think, because I had saw that Nene was trying to sue Bravo, but nothing really came about of it. You know, Bethany had her issues with Bravo. Nothing really came about of it. But I think like those issues, along with the walkie-talkie scandal and some other things behind the scenes, I believe all of those actually compiled on top of everything, and that is kind of what blew this entire situation up. So it was levels on levels on levels to what Bravo has going on, in my opinion. And y'all can get in the comments and let me know what you think, but this is just my opinion. But a lot of you guys do think that something is going on with OWN Network, and you guys think that they had a conversation with Carlos. And I'm starting to believe that as well, because like I said, it's like he's doing all of these interviews to try to secure himself a position outside of OWN. And we do know Mel now has Nubian Network, or it's Nubian TV. And she is probably planning her big future with her own network sometime soon. And we do know if Mel walks away, then we walk away. The show will probably be done. Now, a lot of people seem to think that it won't be, but let's be real. That being said, there's still an ongoing investigation going on right now with Mel and Walkie Talkie about the revenge piece situation. That's what Mel revealed in a recent interview. And I wonder if that has anything to do with production in the network. I wonder if that also have anything to do with her being able to claim unhealthy work practices or something of the sort. Now, I'm not saying she's doing this, but I'm saying that it's probably in her best interest to go after Walkie Talkie, secure her Nubian network, and then go after the network if they knew about this all along and did nothing to protect her, which in my opinion is the case because they still hire him. He would have been fired had he been on any other network with everything that he had done, walking on set, being disorderly. That being said, let's check out this article that is on MSN.com because he's upsetting a lot of people. This article was written 1 week ago by Sheridan Singleton. So it states, Martell Holt's true colors have been revealed on Lamh Huntsville. He is manipulative, narcissistic, and obsessed with his ex-wife, Melody Cherie. It also states, Martell Holt's abusive behavior towards women is evident. He blames Melody for his infidelity, harasses her, and even attempts to release revenge P. This is harassment, plain and simple. It also states Martell Holt exhibits traits of narcissistic personality disorder, including arrogance and a lack of empathy towards others. Despite his financial struggles, he continues to believe he deserves the lavish lifestyle. It's time for him to be removed from the show. It's written that Love and Marriage Huntsville was meant to be a series that followed the business adventures of 3 couples who all happened to be friends and family. There was a shift during filming thanks to Martell's infidelities. Now in the midst of its 6th season, Martell has shown his true colors on multiple occasions. He is manipulative, narcissistic, and obsessed with his ex-wife, Melody Cherie. His behavior has only worsened due to the publicity the series has brought him, and it doesn't seem as if Carlos King plans on taking him off the air anytime soon, which is a problem. Martell Holt's behavior should not be glorified anymore. It's time for him to disappear from TV viewership altogether. To the uneducated eye, Martell seems like the total package as a man. He's good looking, dresses well, and presents himself as a kind and business-minded gentleman. He oozes success and confidence, something that women are naturally attracted to, which is how he hooks and reels women into his trap. Martell Holt is a wolf's in sheep's clothing. When news of his infidelity broke, he was quick to blame his then-wife Melody Cherie, citing her alleged lack of affection and sexual intimacy as the reasons for him cheating. When they worked things out and then fixed their marriage, he cheated yet again, prompting Melody to leave him. And he has made her life hell because of this. Every public attempt to co-parent was ruined as he's triggered Melody at every turn, causing her mental strife and affecting her ability to feel safe around him. For someone on the outside, his behavior seems tactical. The less she wants to do with him, the more he can claim she's intentionally keeping their children away from him. He adds to this tactic by causing her of having 20 babysitters watching their children when they are with her. He allegedly attempted to release Revenge P by way of his longtime mistress and baby mama, Slarion Curry. Slarion shared that he requested she release the video he and Melody made while they were still married. These threats and actions are harassment, plain and simple. It appears that the second Melody stood up for herself, he chose to fixate and obsessed over her. This is something the fans have noticed, with many calling him out and demanding he be fired from the series. He has also recently been accused and arrested for physical violence. 5 months ago, his mistress called the police alleging that he assaulted her and was held without bond. Melody has also accused him of child abuse, and during a court hearing, Melody detailed some of the ways that her ex-husband has disciplined their children that turned into abuse. And before I go any further, I just want to clarify, I know that's what this article says, but just to be very clear, this is something that the child had said to their guardian litem. So this is what the children had alleged. Melody only went to her lawyers when her children told her this. Melody didn't say this or accuse him of this. His children did, which we don't know the depths and details of for sure because it is a closed case. The only way we were able to even get bits and pieces of this case was because Walkie Talkie released a lot of these clips across the community across the social media and gave them to bloggers in an attempt to harass and try to embarrass Mel and make it appear as if he was winning in court, when in reality he took his ex-wife to court for full custody of her children, trying to say she was an unfit mother, only to be cited I don't know how many times by the judge. Mel didn't get cited by the judge because there was nothing for her to fix within the custody agreement or custody case. And he ended up not getting more custody, not getting child support, and everything stayed the same. So it was a loss. Not for Mel, but for him. He completely went broke. And not only that, they still have more of this to come. They just had their recent court date rescheduled because he didn't have a lawyer. The defendant has used objects to hit his children hard enough to draw blood. He has spanked them excessively, and he has used slurs and other insults toward his children as discipline techniques. What type of slurs do you think that is, you guys? What type of slurs do you think that is that he was saying to them children? And his biggest issue that he had was with Tank. What is it do you think that he was telling Tank? In my opinion, Tank is a lover boy, and Walkie Talkie seems insecure about that. So I can only imagine. It then says Martell Holt's ability to be verbally abusive towards women is only matched by his narcissism. He displays many of the traits that are symptomatic to narcissistic personality disorder. According to the Mayo Clinic, people with narcissistic personality disorder display the following traits. One says have an unreasonably high sense of self-importance and require constant excessive admiration. One says feel that they deserve privileges and special treatment. One says expect to be recognized as superior even without achievements. Another one says make achievements and talents seem bigger than they are. Another one says be preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance, beauty, or the perfect mate. Be critical of and look down on people they feel are not important. Expect special favors and expect other people to do what they want without questioning them. Another one says take advantage of others to get what they want. And then another one says have an inability or willingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others. You have another one that says be envious of others and believe others envy them. And behave in an arrogant way, brag a lot, and come across as conceited. So it says, any of these sound familiar? Any fan of the series can see how Martell ticks all the boxes of narcissistic personality disorder. His confidence is arrogance, and he certainly knows how to talk down to people. He also has delusions of grandeur, especially when it comes to his career. Both he and Melody filed for bankruptcy back in 2020. But unlike Martell, Melody has stabilized enough to get her career back on track while maintaining the home she shares with her children. Martell, on the other hand, has had to move multiple occasions going from home to home due to financial constraints. Something he mentioned during the earlier part this season, his suit and wine business are allegedly doing well, so perhaps he'll be able to live the life he deserves to be living, but by his own means. For now, he does have a wealthy girlfriend living in Atlanta to help him out here and there. In fact, many Real Housewives of Atlanta fans are concerned for Sheree Whitfield after the news of her budding romance broke. She's had to defend her situationship quite a bit, especially in the past few weeks. And the last part of this article basically states it's 2023 and it's time to stop glorifying bad people. Carlos King has definitely given Martell a platform to showcase how awful he is. What's worse is he pretends Martell's obsession with Melody is love. In the last reunion special, it was clear that Melody was uncomfortable when Carlos insinuated that he was still in love with her. Martell's actions do not show love. They are domineering and fueled by a desire to control her. His insistence on showing up unannounced and getting in her space unnecessarily is harassment. There is another recent incident featured on the show in which Melody is leaving an event they are both at, and Martell refuses to let her walk to her car by herself. He said it was because he was concerned for her safety, but that seemed to be a lie, especially when he continues to yell after her as she tries to leave. Melody continues to set boundaries that Martell doesn't care about. Not only that, he uses those boundaries to play the victim, saying he was concerned for her safety was in order to make himself out to be the good guy. But it's really a classic manipulation technique. Carlos King can call his behavior love all he wants to, but it isn't. It needs to start listening to the fans and fire him from Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I totally agree. Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this article. I think that they were spot on a lot. This is how a lot of us feel about him being on the show. He's disgusting. Ugh, I can't stand seeing him. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you are up to date each and every time that I upload.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't
In the case of anybody.
That's why I'm mine. I spend my life